And today's conversation, we will be discussing fostering independence in homes. It's important we start teaching our younger ones how to be independent on their own and how to do little things by themselves so that you don't have grown-ups totally depending on parents. And we have our very own in-house person joining us via Zoom this morning. Good morning to you, Pastor Akin Ayewanle. He is the senior pastor of Splendid Church. He's a marriage counselor and a relationship coach. Good morning, Pastor. Good to have you from the other side.
Beautiful girl.
I love your dressing this morning. You know, when I reached out to him, he said, I'm not in Lagos, but I would definitely join via Zoom. Thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Who gave you permission to be out of Lagos?
He went to enjoy Easter.
Who gave you permission to be out of Lagos? Pastor Anyowale. I am asking now, Olori is asking, who gave you permission to be out of Lagos? Because you did not take permission from this house. I am very certain of that. So who gave you permission? We are going to be discussing that after the show. I love the way your cap, you know. Your cap is just interesting.
All right, thank you very much for joining us at this moment. Okay, so today's topic, fostering independence in homes. Now, why is fostering independence very important in homes? Why should we start fostering independence at a very young age in homes?
Thank you for having a beautiful and beautiful Olori. I mean, I just wish I'm in the studio right now to feel your vibes, right? Okay. And happy Easter to both of you and everybody that is listening to us today. Very interesting topic. Fostering independence in home. It's very important because number one, you know, you need to understand that all of us have we are created by God, and you have in life there is this individuality that God created us as individual entities. Okay? Yes, we are family. Yes, we are together. But listen, individuality, you are you. I am myself, and you are yourself. So it's important that this is emphasized. That everybody should discover himself, everybody should discover herself. Okay, the parents, as in the father, the mother, and even the kids. There must be that consciousness and intentionality for us to discover who we are. And it is only when we are independent that we can always discover who we are. Who are you? Who am I? It's important. So that you don't become a duplicate, right? God created us originally. You know, you are an original. You are not a photocopy. Look at the way beautiful Joy is looking this morning. Look at the way beautiful Lori is looking today. Okay, all of us, we are different. Okay, you are wearing blue. Joy is wearing black and combination of black and brown. Look at me, I'm coming with cap. That is what makes life go round. That is the beauty of humanity. That is the beauty of nature. Okay, all of us, we have different beauties. So that tells us that individuality is very important, and we must encourage that in homes. Okay, that is the importance of what we are discussing today. I hope I answer your question.
Okay, now, Pastor Anyowale, I want to ask, how does independence actually help to impact an individual's self-esteem and confidence? When we talk about self-esteem and confidence, you understand what I'm trying to talk about. So how does this independence help to impact someone's self-esteem and independence? Whether you're married, you're still single, you're yet to even, to be engaged. How does it help?
Well, it's in various and a diverse way. Number one is independence will boost your confidence because there can be two of me. Look at me now. I believe this is me. I'm unique. Okay. It gives me confidence that okay, there can be two of me. There cannot. Even if our names are the same, our eyes are the same. You cannot. There is no two individuals that look exactly the same, right? So that should give you a level of courage, a level of confidence. You work straight, okay, because you know that you are the original. You are the original of yourself. There can't be two of you, okay, even if you are twins. Whether you are married or you are not married, you are just unique, and you must follow that uniqueness. That should boost your morale, okay. It is when you know that oh, they can have plenty of you, okay. They can have many of you, or they can have many of the same thing. That's when you can begin to feel that how will I compete? Okay? This independence, individual independence, I mean, encourage us to to be ourselves, and like I said, it will boost your morale and give you that confidence that you are an individual and you should be yourself. Many of our ladies today, let me bring it down right now. Many of our people today, most especially in this part of the world, we always want to be like the other person. We always want to be. That's where we have all this trend coming from. Okay, I want to be like Uluri. I want to be like this. What is trending? This is the way they are dressing now. This is the way. And this thing is killing the courage, is killing the morale of an individual. Because if you don't look like that person, you will not begin to judge yourself that, oh, I'm not okay. Maybe the way I pick my cap right now, it's not like that. I want it to look like one person, and if you don't get it very well, there is no way a photocopy, no matter how sharp it may be, it can't be the original, right? So it's putting pressure on people. It's not wanting to be independent. I mean, being yourself is putting pressure on our homes. It's putting pressure on our ladies. I'm sorry to say, both of you are ladies. It's putting pressure. All right, you are going for a party. You are ready. The way you are dressing. I used to make jest of some people. The way you are dressing, and you just want to fit in. You want people to see you because there is a picture in your head already that okay, when you are going for a party, this is the way you should look like. Who told you that? Who told you that? You can be yourself. You can be yourself and be all right. You can be okay. I mean, you can be yourself and be okay. You can start your own style. Okay. So when we are independent, it gives us confidence. It boosts our morale. Okay, that okay, there is nothing wrong with you, and there is nothing wrong with me. All right. Thank you, Ma. I hope I answered your question.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you did well. You did very well. I love the fact that you said there's nothing wrong with everyone. Independence, it's yourself boosting your own personal confidence. But then let me ask, what are the benefits of promoting independence in children? Specifically in children, what are those benefits of promoting independence in children at a very young, early and tender age?
We need to start when it comes to children, right? Promoting independence is very important early in life. You know why? So that they can have confidence in themselves, in school, among their friends. Okay, it's very. And look at it. One of the things that God helped me with, along with my wife. Okay, God helped us concerning our children is this independence. I'm telling you that they can stay on their own. God helped us. We are able to instill in them that there is nothing wrong with you, no matter what. Somebody may be wearing an expensive clothes, and you have this one. If you use it well, it will stand well, and you are unique. Okay? It will help them, to really go far in life. Not to be intimidated by anyone, not to be under anyone, not to be afraid. Okay, fear comes when somebody feels that there is something wrong with me. So we actually need to start early. How do we achieve it? Number one is try to assign task, give them assignment, let them do. I like when they come back from school and they have assignment, okay? And when we started those days, trying to help them out, I said, you know what? Don't show them the example, let them do it by themselves. Okay? So that the day will come when you will not be available. A day is coming when I will not be available, so that they can stand on their own, so that they can know the right thing to do. You see, some of our parents these days, they will follow I don't think that is right. They will follow their dreams. You go and write jam. You go and write exam. I mean, you carry them everywhere. The first time my daughter was going to be outside Lagos, I took her there. Okay? I carried her because being the first time, I was the one that drove her there by myself, right? But the second time, when she came back home, I think the first time when she was coming, okay, I went to pick her, if I'm not mistaken. Now, the second time that she was going, I didn't take her to the store. I took her to the parking lot, the garage. I said, you see, when you get to this place, this is what you do. This is what you do. When you get there, ask them this one, talk to people. Okay? Then when you get back home, give me a call. Okay? I allow her. The mom was afraid. Oh, what will happen? Hey, security everywhere. I said, it's not my child that they are looking for. Okay? Let her take a decision. Let her be, let her discover herself. And you know what? Throughout the 5 years that she spent in school, I'm not sure whether I was there more than 5 times. Right? And she behaved herself well. She came out well, everything well. So we need to believe in them, encourage them to solve problems by themselves. Don't be the solution to their challenges. Let them come up with, yes, all we need to do as parents is guide them. And guidance does not mean that you have to help them to do it. Fill the form. You are the one that filled the exam form. You are the one that bought the house. I mean, how will the person discover himself? When you face a challenge and you are able to overcome the challenge, there is a sense of confidence that is put on you. That's an advantage of being of introducing them into independence. Okay, it will help them to overcome challenges in their life, and that is it. Let me stop there. I'll answer your question.
All right, thank you very much. Let's go on our word of mouth. And when we return, Olori will be coming in with her question. You've really thrown so much insight into today's conversation. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Yes, it's still Family and Values on Galaxy Television, where we are reaching out for the stars. It's Tuesday with a difference, and today's conversation is fostering independence in homes. And thank you to our guests who is still very much on standby. Yes, it's time for Lori to come in with her question.
Okay, Pastor, are you still there? I want to find out, there are some side of parents they call helicopter parents. I want to believe you understand that. If you don't, go and watch our previous episodes. You'll get it. But sincerely, how can overprotective or helicopter parents actually impact the independence in homes? Because these are parents that you cited an example about taking your daughter to school, and the next time you decide to take her to the garage to be able to the park, to get a vehicle to take her to school. You are building her to know her way through and to be able to gain this confidence to that you can trust her. She can just keep you posted where she's going and all that. But now we're talking about helicopter parents who are like, oh yeah, you are there. And also overprotective parents who believe that, my dear, no, wait, I will take you there. Don't worry, let me do it for you. That kind of parents. How can we help them to actually impact this independence into their children? If I should start the example now, we'll not leave this place. But how can we impact them to be able to bring this independence into the life of these young ones?
You look at the impact of what we are discussing today in families, you agree with me that the value has really dropped. The values in family system has really dropped. Why? Because of these foundational challenges that we're discussing right now. Yes, as parents, I care for my daughters. I love them. and I am there. They know that I'm always there. There is no celebration that they are doing, maybe in the house or whatever. Right from when they were young, okay, and there was a time that I used to take them to see every time, every time, every time. All right, until there comes a time that they need to discover themselves. They need to discover themselves. They need to know that okay, this is me. This is what I can do. And as they are coming up in life, we need to do all these things to them gradually, lion, okay? Gradually. How do you achieve that? Like I said initially, if you want to build self-reliance on your children, for example, the first thing I believe you should do is to give them fast. I remember when we were growing up, I mean, I have knowledge that I do at home by my father, okay? There is no way I can cry to tomorrow, I must do it. Even though I'm late in school, he will ensure that I done those things build up. So parents, if we are to foster this independence, then it will start early in life. Introduce them to, tasks that will make them to be self-reliant. Encourage them to solve problems little ways. Okay? Model independence for them as a parent. It's important. Now, the other thing that we need to do is, you see, we have to help them to make decisions. For example, I don't take decisions for my children. All I needed to do is I would tell you the implication of whatever you want to do. If you do this, this is the result. If you do that, this is the result. Yeah, as Bible says, choose you today whom you will serve. You must be responsible for your decision. That's what I've made them to understand. You must give them choices. Don't just say you must be like this. You must study math. You must do this. You must do that. You must follow the devil. No. Give them choices, right? One time I told my daughter, I said, you know what? It's well I'm using it. If I'm to take you to school, are you ready to pay? Are you ready to give me? I mean, it may sound strange, but I'm telling her the implication of something. I'm giving her this is the choice. If you make this choice, this is it. If we go now, two of us, this is how much it's going to cost us. If you go by yourself, this is how much it's going to. So I lay the choices for them. Okay, choose. Oh, I think it's better this way. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to make them to be independent. Okay? So that when you get to that point, because they will get to it. Listen, whether we believe it or not, they will get to that point in their life that they are going to make decisions. They will. They will. I'm telling you. When we are talking, even in my family now, we are talking about marriage. Okay. So they know that if you are to marry, these are the decisions that these are the choices that you have to make. If you want to marry someone like this is the responsibility. If you are going to marry somebody like this is the choice that you're going to make. So put all those choices onto their faces and let them take decisions. The point is this: every decision has consequences. I've made them clear to them. Okay? You can't come back after you have taken this and now put responsibility on me. I won't do that. You have to take responsibility for the choices. So we need to do this, all right, as parents, to promote decision making. They must be ability to make decisions will make them, independent, right? Whether you are there in school, anywhere they find themselves, they know what to do, right? Number 3, we must build confidence. Help them to build confidence. When you are independent, you will hear something like, okay, this is what I did, this is what I did, this is what I did. Not that this is what they want me to do, or this is what my parents want me to do. So as parents, we must, have confidence in them. They will fall. Before I started working, including the two of you in the studio, you fell so many times. Is that not so? You make so many mistakes growing up, all right? You learn to correct them. That's what I'm saying. Don't overprotect them from making mistakes. There was a time I was reading for my NYS. I was reading like this. I was using lantern, okay? And I was asleep. I was dozing. By the time my head was like this, my head touches the lantern. I shouted, my dad said, okay, that means you should go and sleep. And that's from that day. You understand? That was one of the religious speech. Okay? So let them make mistake and Yes, there are some mistakes that will be costly. I agree with you. All right, but don't be too overprotective because even in their mistakes, there is a way out. Even in their mistakes, there is an experience. How will you say you have a son without committing mistake? Don't be afraid. In fact, it should be when you allow them, okay, to build their confidence, it will tell you it's a pass mark whether you are fast in your parenting or not. That's a scorecard. That's a scorecard for you. If they are able to build confidence by experience, then that will be a scorecard for you. Whether you succeeded in training them to build confidence or not, you'll be able to. I was talking to Olori the other day. I said, you see, my daughter can go to anywhere, right? Anywhere.
Work, but sincerely, it
All
goes a
right.
long way. I remember. Okay, it's back. It's back. Joy, is it?
Okay, so now
Anywhere.
let me quickly ask this question now. You know, we are talking about parenting now and decision making and independence fostering it. Is it lack of parental training that has made most parents get to that stage where they don't even want their children to exercise the rights of skillful decision making? They want to be in every area of their life, snobbing around. Is it lack of confidence that you've not raised that child to that level of letting that child take decision, that even when the child gets to 20s, you still want to know, some parents will still want to fill every form in the university for them? Is it lack of confidence from the parental training parents have given out?
Lack of overprotective also, and fear. So fear is majorly the challenges that parents have. That okay, the mistake I have made, I don't want my child to make the same mistake. All right, that is majorly one of the topmost challenges that parents have. Okay, during my own time, I did this. So, yeah, Timothy, I don't want my child to, and it's like that does not mean they are going to fall into the same ditch. The only thing which I insist on is training. Training involves so many things. Parents are to engage in. I don't know if I can use right now. Okay, but training involves. You see, if you see an athlete, you see that they don't get perfect every in one day. It involves, consistency. Consistency. You do 100 today, you do 100 tomorrow. Like that. You fall down, the other day you stand up. That is training. You are conscious of what you're doing. So most parents are afraid because they are not engaging training. That's the truth. Most parents are not engaging training. They just leave their children. They do everything for them and expecting them at the end of the day that okay, I will continue. Don't worry, as long as I am alive, nothing. As long as I'm alive, my children will not suffer. As long as what about if you are gone? What will now happen? What will happen if we are gone? Right? Because you can't be there every time. Remember, my wife always say this to our children. I will not be here forever for you. I will not be there forever for you. I will not. You see? So conscious training, and most parents, like I said, we are bored of that. We just want to do things for them as parents, take responsibility for them, and that will not help them. That will not help them. We must allow them, to make decisions. You must have confidence in them, and you will not have confidence except you engage in what I'm talking about: training, conscious training, and training involves play, it involves game, it involves building, it involves you being conscious of what you're doing. Right? Beautiful, did I answer your
Talking about maintaining a strong relationship in the family in the process of trying to, have this independence that one is expected to have in homes. how can families maintain the same, we want to impact independence in our family, in our lives, in the life of our children that are just growing, in the homes that we are building. But how can we still maintain the family strong bond? Now, I was saying, you just said it, that wherever they go, whether you are there, whether you are going to be alive or you're going to be somewhere else, that independence you have inculcated into those children, into the lives that you have built in that home, will help them to continue to strive and go stronger and still stand. Like many will say, you are only to bring them to this world, and as you bring them, just teach them, take them through it, and they will come out better. So how can we still have and maintain this strong bond, that strong family bond, togetherness, love, all in the name of trying to make them to be independent? Because some parents have done things like this and they are regretting it. I regret ever even allowing you to know how to do this. I regret you have taken it out of my hands. While some children will take it out of their parents' hands and become so matured with it, they will even be teaching those parents certain things that the parents, wow, thank God I even put you through this. Some other children in some homes will take it over, turn it, to something destructive, and the parents will be regretting. So in a situation whereby you have some children constructive, you have some destructive, how do we bring them together and have this same family bond? How?
I believe for us, we have to define what family goals are, right? I believe every family should have a goal, they should have a target, they should have what, you see, family is not all about just taking everybody under one roof and all that. We must have a target, we must have what we stand for, we must have you see, if I mention the names of some families in Nigeria right now, every one of us would be proud of them, right? If I mention another name, it's like you don't want to associate yourself with them, right? The same way, from onset, between the parents, the father and the mother, you must have a goal. That's why you talked about love right now. Let me tell you this. Now, how can we build love in the family? It starts with the parents. A family that the husband and the wife, the couple, the principal agents of the family are not in consonance with one another. It will happen. I'm telling you, it will. It will definitely happen because you will be training the children in one way, the other party is training the children in another way, and just like what I used to say, if you find out that you are training your child in one way, it will go towards you like this. Towards you like this. If the father is training the child in another, it will grow. But if the two of you are together, it will stand straight. The child will stand straight because both of you are coming from both sides, and it will make the child to stand straight. So you see, building love into, bringing love into this independence. I agree with you that it could be dangerous, and that's why I said that you shouldn't be afraid if you do your own work very well, as in training, not just teaching. Training involves you. It involves you. If you can't be a good athlete if you don't. If your trainer is not an athlete, you understand what I'm saying? So it involves parents. Training is not just telling them what to do. Training is, you see, I am an example. Look at me. This is how I do. That's why I say that most of the time I will tell them, look at me, this is what I do, this is what I do, this is this. You take your choice, right? So it's important that we, as parents, we pattern. The right word is to model. That's it. To model them the way we want them to be independent. There is no way you can just leave your child to teachers, to society, to train for you and get a good result. How do I mean? You don't have time, you don't spend time with it. You don't, there are certain things that parents are lacking right now. We are not doing. To tell us the truth, we are not doing. We contract those things out for other patients to do it for us in form of teachers, homelessness. There are no bad. I'm not saying those institutions are bad. But I'm saying that does not remove us. You can imagine parents that the child will not see the parents until maybe weekend, until late in the night, or just see the parents maybe once. I mean, of course, how do you expect that child to turn out? No, it won't turn out well. So, not going into that, we need to take responsibilities as parents also, to be able to train these children. I hope I answer your question.
Our time
Thank you,
is
thank
fast
you,
spent,
thank
and you have
you.
done so much, putting us through all
True,
this.
he has really taken
Really,
us through.
thank you so
Thank
much.
you so
Thank you,
much.
sir. We're so sorry. We're enjoying it actually. I know we can continue for the next 2 hours. You'll not be tired, neither will we, but we need to give room for the other program coming forth. On that note, I want to say a big thank you to Pastor Anyowale, Akin Anyowale, for always being here. Thank you so much, sir. And we've been able to pick one or two things concerning, the independence, fostering independence in the homes. We pray God will continue to keep your home and continue to help you to continue to do great things.